Mr. Button. It's attention-seeking. It's what she's used to.
Evidently.
Look, I wouldn't have put her in your class if I didn't think you were a match for her.
Of course. I mean, I've been teaching English since before she was born.
That's the spirit, Mr. Button. Go back to your classroom and show her what you're made of.
I will. Right, you, back to class.
But...
Now!
Are you hiding from me?
No, not at all.
Good. Let's go.
Where to?
I want to survey my kingdom.
Right.
Okay, so these ingredients just need to mingle in this very hot pan.
Is this a Spanish lesson?
Apparently. She just trooped in and asked if I had some eggs. I don't know what she's making apart from a mess.
Right, time to go over our vocabulary. So the next thing that I need to do is bate los huevos. Anybody?
The eggs. You need to beat them.
Muy bien, Jonna.
So you cook like this at home, miss?
Of course.
What, for your boyfriend?
I haven't got one, if that's what you're asking.
I wasn't, but as you brought it up.
Time to add the eggs to the pan, I think.
She's great. We'll have more of these. It's a different approach to teaching. Imaginative lessons that really grab the kids.
You've just done this?
What?
I think she needs to work on her tone. It's a little bit
Flirtatious?
over-familiar.
Well, have a word. I'll check out the English department.
And then you have a real Spanish omelette, como mi madre solía hacer, like my mother used to make. Okay, everyone gather round, grab a fork, have a taste. Careful, it's hot.
Not the only thing that's hot in here.
Come on. Mr. Mead, can I tempt you at all?
Oh, no, I'm fine,
Come
thank you.
on. Just a taste. Right, bums on chairs, fingers on lips, the lot of yous. Like just about enough.
Janice, I got your note. What's going on?
I did what I had to. They was taking up too many spaces on the steps. It's becoming an health and safety issue. Tell me again why you got rid of the cooler, because this ain't working.
Why are you here?
I don't know.
Don't give me that, Denzel Kelly. You've obviously done something.
Thanks, Janice. I can manage. Denzel,
I wasn't even talking that much.
were you told not to talk?
Yeah,
How many times?
a few.
Is that why the rest of you are here? Talking, playing up, generally being silly? Yeah. Right, you can spend your break in here and then straight back to lessons. In silence, please. Thank you. Janice, would you mind?
Be my pleasure. Boy, you. Zip it.
I also need to have a word with everyone about the cooler situation.
I knew it wouldn't last.
But then it was never meant to last. Closing the cooler was always going to be a temporary measure.
That's not what you said.
Well, why close it in the first place?
Well, because it was the quickest way to find out who the habitual troublemakers were.
Fair enough.
And to find out who needed the most help in dealing with them.
But it's the cooler that helps us deal with them. That is its job.
No, it's a last resort. And that's not what I'm seeing. I think some of you have become far too reliant on it.
Well, why should we stand for having our classrooms disrupted?
Fair enough, but I think you should be able to deal with it in your own classroom.
How would we do that?
By nipping it in the bud from the off. If you allow a situation to escalate, then you're going to have no option but to want the kid out of your sight.
That's easy for you to say.
Tell me, what was more disruptive this morning? Ruth Kirby's questions, or you leaving your entire class unattended while you brought her to my office?
Well...
By sending a child to my office, you're also sending yourself. Is that right, Grantley? Thank you. Nice tea.
Well, she can't have it both ways. I mean, are we sending kids to the cooler or not? Chris?
I'm not getting involved.
Why don't you join in?
It's okay. I'll just watch.
"18 months.
Sorry?
That's how long I've been away from work. Should have seen me this morning. I was in a right mess. Still, year and a half. It's a long time to be away from things. Get used to your own company, doing your own thing.
Yeah, I suppose.
And then you've got to meet a whole new set of people, get to know them.
No, that's hard.
Your dad expects a lot from you, doesn't he?
He's put a lot of time and effort into us. Look, most parents just don't bother.
I think he's done a great job for you and Ruth. It's brilliant how grateful you are to him.
I am. I really am.
You know how you can repay him for all the hard work he's done? By being your own person. Do your own thing. Show him how much he's taught you.
All right.
Okay? Hey! Over here! Football trials are on this afternoon. Be good to see you there. Go on.
Today, we're going to be looking at sugars, how they form in the body and what they do. But first of all, we're going to be starting with an experiment, as you can see.
Cool. Love practicals. Yeah, you
We're
would.
measuring how much energy sugar gives off. And we're going to do that by measuring heat. Now, I need someone to hand out the goggles. Lauren.
Ruth, what are you doing? You'll see. Sir?
Bruce, what is that? What have you done?
Just sugar and saltpeter. Of course, if I'd have had some sulphur, then I could have made you gunpowder. Good effect, though, isn't it?
Tom, no! All right, everyone, make your way out to the playground, please.
Chelsea? Chelsea, you all right?
So go on, what have you got to say for yourself?
Nothing.
Right, everybody! That was a false alarm, so back to your classes as quickly as possible. Come on, move it! You're fast enough getting out here.
Time to explain yourself to Mrs. Fisher.
A smoke bomb?
Basically, yeah.
Why, Ruth?
I really don't know. So, should I go straight to your office? Miss! Miss Fisher!
I'll deal with you later.
Miss Fisher! Miss, quick! She mean later?
Just go to your lesson, Ruth. Go on.
Fine. Chemical warfare won't get me expelled from this dump. Chelsea, what's wrong? Hey, she's got asthma. I think she just reacted to the smoke.
Chelsea, you're going to be okay. Where's her inhaler?
Well, it's a fire alarm. You're leaving things inside.
Try and find it quickly.
Parental punch-up, mass evacuation, asthmatic pupil. Talk about a baptism of fire. Or not, as the case may be.
Are you still in the mood with me, Lauren?
Dunno, am I?
Well, you haven't spoken to me all day.
Yeah, it's awful when someone does that to you, innit? You know, like when someone ignores you or something because they've been with some boyfriend.
I was gonna ring you.
Yeah, too little, too late, Sam. What are you doing?
I don't know. Never played this game before.
Well, stand over there with Sam.
Why on earth would I want to do that?
Because you're supposed to be marking me, you cheeky cow.
Hey, girls! Yeah? Yes, Lauren, She should have passed that to you.
I know she should, but she didn't, so shut up.
Right, Amy! Yes, Amy! I am playing this game, you know. Well, they really don't like you, do they? I mean, maybe it's because you do common things like whistling. I'm not going to tell you again. Right, yes, here. Here. Look, will you just pass me the ball? For God's sake, Lauren.
In fact, I don't think anybody likes you.
Yes.
I'm surprised you've got a boyfriend.
Shut up.
Sambuca Kelly! Are you okay, Ruth?
Well, I don't need to tell you both that you're in serious trouble.
But, Miss...
Be quiet. I won't have violence in the school, and I will not have pupils scheming to get themselves and others into trouble.
Well, that's what I was doing. See?
I'm well aware of what was going on, and there will be consequences for both of you. Sambuca, you are suspended for violent conduct.
Oh, she wanted me to hit her.
You are old enough to know better than to give her the satisfaction.
And what about me? Can't have me in your school after everything I've done. Don't forget about the smoke bomb.
Oh, I haven't.
Expel me. You have to expel me. That's what you said in the assembly. You don't tolerate my kind of behaviour.
No, and I don't reward it either, and that's what exclusion would mean to you.
What, so she's just gonna get away with it? She's right. It's not fair.
Fair? You think it was fair that Chelsea Woods had to go home after your smoke bomb?
I don't really care.
No, you don't, do you? All you care about is lessons and passing exams.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing, if that's all you're capable of. You see, I don't think you're capable of making friends and getting on with people. And that's why you want out of this school. Because it's too hard for you.
It's rubbish. You don't know what you're talking about.
Then you'll have plenty of opportunity to prove me wrong, Ruth. Because you're staying here.
Can we go now?
What? No.
I've been assaulted.
Yeah, and you won't tell me why. Ruth, I know you too well.
What are you saying?
You're the genius, you tell me.
I want to go back to Dad's.
Well, I don't. Look, I want to give this place a fair chance.
What about me?
You can do what you like.
Hi, Mr. Mead.
Jessica, can I have a word?
Fire away. I'll catch up with you, Vic.
Inside, please.
So how can I help?
You can come with me to your mum's office. We need to tell her what's gone on.
No, we don't need to do anything.
Jess, last night should never have happened.
You know, it's okay. I don't feel exploited. He didn't abuse me.
Jess.
No, I wanted it to
But that
happen.
doesn't make it all right. Now, come on, you're coming with me.
No, do you know what? Just don't. Don't go. You don't understand.
No, well, maybe I don't, but this needs to be dealt
We
with.
can't just go in and tell her on a first day, all right? You can't. Just please, just don't tell her. Just don't.
Okay. Okay, I won't. But I'm going to resign.
Why?
Because I can't be your teacher anymore, not after... It wouldn't be right.
She must have been up and down like a yo-yo, you know, with the fire drills and everyone wanting to see Mrs. Fisher. God, everyone wants a chunk of her, don't they?
Yeah, well, me too, I'm afraid. Can I have a word?
I haven't had any lunch yet. Can it wait?
I don't think it can, no.
OK, come on in. Janice? No calls.
Yes, Mrs. Fisher.
Hey, you seen Ruth?
Oh, Gobby.
She's your sister, isn't she?
Well, yeah, have you seen her?
She never came back from lunch.
What do you mean?
We mean she wasn't at registration. Not that she was missed.
Resign? Why?
I don't want to go into it.
Well, I do. I thought we were getting on well at the planning meetings.
We were.
Is it me?
Karen,
Is it me you don't want to work with?
No.
Because you can say.
No.